All right, we're back here with Keith Carson. Keith, I don't think I've seen a radar map that colorful in a while. You got snow, sleet, rain, heavy rain.
And just wait for Thursday. This one is like just a little warm-up, light version of it. And then we're going to be more interesting on Thanksgiving. At least we have some idea of that the storm's going to happen, because yesterday that was like the hard part. But a lot going on today, guys. Some pictures from the mountains, actually pretty, mostly snow there. There was an area though that saw sleet, snow, and freezing rain, and that transition zone was a bit slick through the day today. Rain along the coastline, temperatures in the 30s and low 40s. All of this moving off to the north and east here over the next few hours, and we should get this thing out of here by 9 or 10 for the most part. The latest will be midnight. Again, you can see it's moving in the direction that it's moving right now, and so it's a pretty quick moving system. A lot of us didn't see any precipitation until mid-morning, and it'll be done by the middle of the evening. Tonight, the rest of the night, temperatures drop down to about freezing or below, and tomorrow is a quiet day, which is nice. Big travel day tomorrow, 40 to 45 degrees. Pretty much in most directions within, a drive, it's going to be quiet too. So everything looks good there. It's quiet overnight tomorrow night. And even the first couple of hours of Thanksgiving should be okay in the morning. Then the storm moves in. And as I just alluded to, the debate yesterday was the European model on an island by itself, GFS and the rest of the models saying this is really not going to be a very big storm. We chose to side with the European that it was going to be a significant storm, and models have slowly, not entirely, but slowly come on board with the Euro. So now we can talk more about specifics, which looks like initially when this thing moves in, late morning through the middle of the day, a lot of us away from the mountains and foothills will start as rain. However, as that low intensifies to our south, it starts what we call supplying its own cold air. So north winds start pulling down cold air in the afternoon into the early evening, and that rain-snow line crashes probably all the way to the coastline in a lot of cases with wet snow along the coast. I don't think there'll be much accumulation, which we'll show you in a second, along the coastline. But inland, and certainly in the mountains and foothills, it will be accumulating snow Thursday late afternoon, Thursday night, into early on Friday morning before this system moves out. So snowfall amounts here, it looks like under an inch along the coastline, but we'll keep an eye on that because if the winds turn long enough, it can accumulate. It doesn't matter, the ocean being 50 doesn't matter if the winds are out of the north on the back end, which they will be. But we'll say an inch or less of slushy accumulation along the coast, 1 to 3 just inland, and then 3 to 6 plus. There's certainly could be some elevation spots that could end up with really 6 to 8, if not 10 inches of snow if everything comes together here. So there's a lot of potential, and I think the potential is up, not down, as far as snowfall amounts. So the travel's going to be a little rough. Now, I stand by the fact that if you're going south, it will be annoying. If you're along the coast and you're going down 95, it'll be not pleasant, but it shouldn't be too treacherous. If you're going from even, say, Bangor down to Boston, that's a different equation though, because you're going to go through that snow line, and anything west is going to be snow. So it's not a blizzard, it's not something that's impassable, but it will be impactful on Thanksgiving. And then we were quieter for Friday and into the weekend, and we're cold by early next week in the mid 30s. So we shall see. I think even the coast will see its first snow. Just won't be as much as inland.
All right, bring it on.
Yeah.
We'll see.
You got no choice, right?
Exactly.
We really don't.
Thanks, Keith.